Some help?
Oh, no. I got it.
You going someplace?
Yeah, as soon as Janet gets here.
I didn't know you were planning a trip. Was it Daughters of Ireland?
What?
Well, the only time you ever get gussied up like this is when you're going out with the Daughters of Ireland.
No, not this time. Do you want some more coffee?
Yeah, just a splash, thanks. Is that new?
No, I just haven't worn it for a while.
You look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You do.
There you go.
Is something wrong?
No, why?
Your hand is shaky, for one.
I just didn't expect to see you sitting here.
Joe always has a second cup this time. What is wrong with you?
If you must know, I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
About what?
About my trip.
Well, don't be. I mean, it's the best thing in the world for everybody needs to take a trip every now and then. What do you have to be nervous about?
Because I'm going away with Mark Dante.
The search continues for Luke Spencer and Robert Scorpio, his partner and former WSB agent, as well as the men posing for members of the Corso family.
Dear, you called me in for breakfast to tell me that.
There's more. Now, listen. The Port Charles police refused to give specific details concerning that search. Now, what do you think about that?
Well, perhaps they don't have any to give, dear.
It's a waste of the taxpayers' money. They should have caught the men by now.
Oh, where are you going, dear?
I'm going to vote.
This isn't election day, is it?
I'm going to the hospital.
Oh, my dear, are you feeling ill?
Lila, if you don't put me in the poorhouse, you're going to send me off to the loony bin. I am going to General Hospital for an emergency board meeting. I am going to vote to put away those con men.
I don't understand, dear.
Well, at least the DA's office is on its toes. I mean, they want the board approval for a formal complaint. After all, General Hospital was a major investor in Rainbow Oil, and I'm going to be the first one to cast my vote to indict Luke Spencer, Scorpio, and that whole gang of thieves.
All right, pass me that butter over there.
Please.
I get it myself.
Lesley.
Please, not now.
But he's...
Not now!
Only because it's upsetting her. A lot going on at the hospital today, huh?
Trying not to think about it.
You know, the last time the board called an emergency meeting, I think it was over Bradshaw, wasn't it?
Amy, not that! You don't remind me of that at a moment like this, for crying out loud.
I was just wondering. I mean, how do you think it's going to turn out?
Amy, I am trying not to think about it here.
Well, you do know how you're going to vote,
Yes,
don't you?
I do know how I'm going to vote.
What's she all uptight about?
The hospital board is lodging a formal complaint against Luke.
What? What kind of complaint?
Come on, not now. I can't.
No, wait a minute. I want to know what she's talking about. If someone's giving Luke trouble, I want to know what's going on.
How come you came in at 2 o'clock in the morning?
What's that got to do with this?
When do I get a chance to tell you anything?
Oh, we've only been sitting here a half hour.
Did it occur to you that I might have one or two other things that I was thinking about this morning?
Would you stop arguing with her?
Hey, it's okay. I can defend
Hey,
this.
look, I just want to know what's going on here.
The hospital has been asked to sign a complaint against Luke and Robert and the Corsos or Durbans or whatever. We are meeting to determine if we're going to do that.
Oh, what are they complaining about this time, the old butt?
The hospital lost a whole lot of money.
And they're gonna get every red cent of it back from Luke, all right?
Says you.
Oh, come on, man. Listen, he's not trying to cheat no one, okay? I'm gonna go down and tell those old fogies a thing or two.
Blackie, I'm on the board. Rick is on the board. Are we old fogies?
There's no point, because you can't reason with this
Listen,
guy.
if they're gonna say Luke did that little swindle, I'm gonna stop them, okay?
Oh, what do you think you're gonna do? Crash that meeting? If you think that, you're even dumber than you look.
Amy, stop calling names. Blackie, cool it.
He doesn't listen to anything. He only hears what he wants to hear, Lesley.
Oh, shut up. What do you know about
I know one thing. Lesley is only one person, and that gives her only one vote. What do you want her to do?
I want her to vote right, and I want her to convince the rest of those people the same thing.
I'm sorry. I cannot deal with this at this hour in the morning. Not any morning. Amy, I'm going to work. Do you need a ride?
No, I switched shifts. I don't have to be there for a while.
Fine. Do me a favor. Take on a little short shift here. Clean the table, and you can have some.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to put a stink bomb in the ventilation. That'd blow everything out of there.
Figures.
Smell the whole hospital out.
That would just solve all the problems, wouldn't it, Blackie? And you finish cleaning the rest of this mess. I'm tired of it.
Oh, wait,
Nothing to it.
I'm sorry, Amy.
You're sorry. You're always sorry.
No, this time, I really mean it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have mouthed off at you the way I did.
What do you want?
I don't want nothing. Well, I want me and you to be buddies. That's all. Buddies.
I must really, really look gullible. What do you want, Parrish?
No, well, I just want a little small little loan if I could get one from you.
Me? Give you money?
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath.
Oh,
You don't approve.
I didn't say that.
So why are you looking at me like that?
It just took me by surprise, is all.
Yeah? Well, it kind of surprised me, too. I was all ready to say no. I mean, I could see it coming, and then he asked me, and...
And you said yes. Yes.
Well...
No, you said no.
Well, what? Joe, I feel like I'm on the witness stand with you.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get the facts straight here. You didn't say yes, and you didn't say no.
Right.
Right.
Right, no, wrong. I did say yes.
Well, anyhow, your bag's and you're ready to go.
Right.
Right.
Now, I just think I made the wrong decision.
Well, that's what you think. What do you feel?
Oh, Joe, that's what's got me so confused. I'm scared to death. And at the same time, I'm kind of anxious to go. I'm excited about being there.
Oh, well, then that does all make sense.
It does?
Yeah, well, if a guy was going to kiss you that you didn't want to have kiss you, what would you say?
I'd say no.
Right, and then if a guy was going to kiss you that you want to kiss you, what would you say?
I wouldn't say anything. I'd help him.
I rest my case.
That's great. That doesn't answer my question, Joe.
What question was that?
Do you approve?
Well, what difference does it make what I think?
It makes a difference to me. It does. I'd like to know what you think about it.
I think it's long overdue.
You mean it?
Yeah, I mean, of course I do. I mean, how many times have we talked about how it's just no good to be living all by yourself?
Hey, wait a minute.
No, right
wait a
here
minute.
at this place, you and I have gone into long dissertation, time after time. Again, how nice it'd be to have somebody to you know, somebody special in your life.
Yeah,
somebody to care about,
whoa, hold it right there. Hold it. Joe, we're talking about 2 days, not a lifetime.
Well, yeah, but you never know.
Yeah? Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, never can tell. That's the one thing about life. You never can tell.
When I think of the Corsos and that Spencer walking off with my money.
But it's not fair to blame Mr. Spencer.
Well, he started the whole thing, didn't he?
Just the same, I still feel it's very difficult to believe that he's mixed up in this nasty swindle. He's such a nice young man.
You pour $750,000 of my money down that rainbow rat hole, and you can still say he's a very nice young man.
Well, I hear them talking about me.
Well, I must say you are improving.
Good morning, my darling.
Good morning, darling.
Were you talking about your favorite son?
No, we were talking about Luke Spencer.
Oh. Well, you still think I'm a nice young man, though.
Oh, I never doubted it for a moment,
I know
darling.
you doubted it, though.
All in the past, my sweetheart.
What's wrong with you two? You're smiling.
Edward's upset about the board meeting.
Oh, yes, this morning. You gonna be there?
Front row center.
Well, what about something to eat?
Forget it. No one remembered to shop.
Ugh. My goodness, this coffee is so stout, I think it could climb out the cup. It was pretty bad, Jackie. What did you do to it?
Sorry, my mind wasn't on coffee making.
Obviously.
I was really worried about Robert and Luke and this whole hospital thing. I'm sorry. I really wish they'd call.
But what good would that do?
Well, at least I'd know where they are and how they are, whatever.
Do you suppose? Could that be?
It would be just like him.
I hope.
Good morning, ma'am. I bring fresh-baked things here.
You.
Yes, it's me. Is there something wrong with me?
No, I'm sorry.
Hi.
Really.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the problem here?
We're just a little depressed, that's all.
Haven't heard from Luke, huh?
Mm-mm.
Not a word. Sure wish he'd called.
But you're here. That's good. What's anything special?
Well, I've got a couple of hours before surgery, so I thought I'd bring by some antidepressant.
What is it?
It's fresh croissants straight from the oven, and sympathy straight from my heart.
How sweet.
Yes, that is very nice because we were starving.
Well, good.
Yes, very nice, but I don't think it's going to help.
Well, it'll help a little bit, but nothing really until Luke and Robert. We hear from them.
I think I can make some fresh coffee.
We need it.
I'll go get a plate for these.
Okay. I'm Dorman, all right? Yes, ma'am.
Just the man I want to see.
How you doing, Blackie?
Rotten.
Well, you were at the right place. Join the club.
Aren't you supposed to be in school?
Oh, is that all I get?
Well, what about a croissant?
I don't want no croissant. I'm hungry.
I tell you, well, you're always hungry. That's ridiculous. You can have half of mine. I'll get it for you in the kitchen.
No, that's all right. I just ain't in the mood to eat. Well, listen, I just heard about that thing in the hospital. You gotta stop him, Noah.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Well, is it true they're forming some kind of special complaint or something against Luke? Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, you can't let it happen, man.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Well, you work there, don't you? You got some pull?
I'm a doctor. I'm not on the board.
Well, so what? Twist some arms, you know? Pull some strings and stuff.
You don't do things like that.
Oh, they do it everywhere, man. Doesn't Luke have any friends over there?
No, he's not winning any popularity contests over there at the
Oh,
moment.
yeah, you know what you could do, your little popularity contest?
Blackie?
No, you call yourself his friend? You can't help him out?
Blackie!
What?
Yeah, Noah is Luke's friend. Don't you ever say that he's not. But there's only so much that he can do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have hauled off at you like that.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
We're all a little jumpy, I'm sure. No one's going to calm down until I hear from Luke. Get some croissants.
Oh, good morning. Not yet, it isn't. Bad start? Oh, no. I burned the eggs. Mike was late for school. I had to referee. Amy and Blackie, the dog, got out. And by 8 o'clock in the morning, I wanted to go back to bed. Do I have any messages?
Oh, wow. Yeah, you do. Mr. Gibbons called from the Pet Charles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what did he want?
Well, I'm afraid he wanted to cancel a donation.
No, not enough. Did he say why?
He just said he was terribly sorry, but he couldn't swing it.
Jason, do you know how many people this is who have reneged? What am I going to do?
I wish I knew, Lesley.
I can't even talk to this man. I have patients I have to see, and I have a board meeting, and I cannot do everything at once.
You mean you're not Superwoman?
I'm not even close.
Well, that's a relief.
It is making me crazy. I can't do everything. I have to be 3 people. I can't handle this problem with this sports center. I can't do it all by myself. I am turning into a person.
Really have problems, huh?
Oh, no time, no money, no help, no Rick. And Rick expects me to make miracles happen all by myself, in between my other work, of course.
Good morning, ladies.
One more person says that to me, I'm going to deck him. I don't care how tall he is.
Well, I guess have a good day is out of the question.
Not unless it improves drastically.
Okay. Why do I get the feeling that things aren't all that rosy with the Webbers?
It's none of your business.
See, the thing is, I'm beginning to wonder if he really cares about any of us anymore.
Of course he does.
I'm beginning to doubt it.
Lesley, maybe you're just tired from this double workload, that's all.
Oh, I am that. I mean, I am meeting myself coming around corners lately.
Hey, why don't we go over there and sit down a minute, huh? You can tell me a little bit more about this, huh?
Gail, I'm really serious about this, you see. I'm not at all sure that he cares about me anymore. I mean, I think I'm really way down on his list of priorities.
Well, I doubt that that is true, but what makes you say that?
Well, you an example. Every single time that he's called lately, you know, from Nevada, first question he asks, always, is about the sports center.
Well, Lesley, I mean, that's understandable. He's invested a great deal of himself there.
Yeah, he has. But theoretically, he has done that with our marriage also. But he never asks about that. I mean, everything else but that. How is the sports center? Are the donations coming in? Is Blackie doing okay? Is he behaving himself? Has anybody heard from Luke? Anything. And I feel like I'm this sort of clearinghouse for information. But I'm not a wife.
Well, maybe he's feeling all those pressures, too. And you know, they always take us for granted.
I don't like it, Gail. I don't know who he is anymore. I don't understand him.
At least you know he loves you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Lesley, just because he forgets to say it, that doesn't mean that he doesn't feel it.
Then why are my feelings so unimportant to him?
Well, maybe he just has, right now, a lot of other things on his mind.
He does. It's true. I just wonder when he's going to get around to having me on his mind.
Here, why don't you have half of mine?
No, it's good.
Come on, I can't eat all of this.
All right. I can't let it go to waste.
There you go.
Blackie, did you ever, finish that report on the operating the Star?
Sure, you don't even want to ask.
Can't be that bad.
It's bad. If we don't pick up business this month, we're going to have to close the place down.
We can't close it down.
We're going to cost you either way, man.
But how could that be?
Well, we're riding in so much red ink this month that I don't think there's enough red ink in town to cover our losses anymore.
Well, there goes my share of this month's rent.
Well, I'll help you make up the difference.
Me too.
I mean, you can hardly keep yourself going with that kind of salary.
Is there something I can do?
No, absolutely not. Thank you. But no.
He is trying to help.
He's already bailed us out of 4 mortgage payments on the Star. He's not going to do this, too.
I know, but we can add it onto the bill.
You know, while you're passing out these little loans and everything there, Noah, I could probably just use just a little.
Little loan. How little are we talking?
$50, something like that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not going to take advantage of no one.
Oh, come on.
No.
I promise I'll pay back every cent of it. It's for a great cause. I'll pay back every cent.
You bet you'll pay him back every cent, or I'm going to take it out of your paycheck.
Ah.
Okay, see you later. I'll get this and then I gotta go. Kelly's Diner. Hi, Rose. This is Jackie. Is Joe there? He sure is. He's sitting right here. Hold on just a second. Thanks. Joe, it's Jackie. I gotta go. Mark's waiting for me at the hospital.
Have a good time.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
I don't think it's gonna be hard.
Thanks.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You
Take
are
care of the place
beautiful.
for me.
Yeah. Jackie, what's up?
Hi, I was hoping you'd tell me.
Nothing from Luke?
No, well, how about with the meeting? Anything new on that?
No. The DA's still looking for his indictment, and the board at the hospital hasn't voted on whether they're gonna go along with him or not.
Great, just more trouble for Luke.
Yes, ma'am.
Can't we do something, Joe?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm open to suggestions.
I was thinking, how about if we go over and see the DA? I mean, maybe we can get him to postpone this until we hear from them or they get back. I don't know.
I don't know if it'll do any good. I guess it's worth a try.
Well, would you mind going with me?
Sure. What have I got to lose? I'll meet you there in, how about an hour?
Great.
Dr. Sanchez.
Hi, Jessie.
Call up Stephanie.
Well, how wonderful you decided to join us.
Dr. Sanchez.
Didn't Elsa tell you that we traded shifts?
Oh, yes, I'm aware of that now, but I do think that the next time 2 nurses decide to exchange schedules, they had better check. Good idea?
Good idea. Good morning.
Oh, Rose, how lovely you look.
Oh, thank you, Jessie.
You are pretty dressed up for therapy, aren't you?
I'm not going to go into therapy today, Amy. Jessie, would you tell Dr. Donnie that I'm here?
Of course I will. I don't have to. Here he is.
Oh, Rose.
Hi.
I just have to take care of one other thing. I'll be with you.
That's okay. I'm just a little early.
Yeah, well, I'm a little late. Where's your suitcase?
I left it in the car.
Oh. Well, give me 5 minutes. I'll grab mine, and then be on a little trip.
going away on a trip with Dr.
Hi, Rose.
Ruby!
Hey. Don't you look terrific?
Oh, thank you, thank you. Do you have a minute? I need to talk to you, if I could.
Sure.
Thanks.
What about?
Amy is asking far too many questions for my taste.
What else is new? What is she giving you the third degree about?
Mark Dante and me.
Oh, well, in which case, I've got a few hundred questions to ask you myself.
Yeah, well, so do I. Like, why am I going away with him?
You are. How wonderful.
You think so?
Well, yes. Don't you?
I'm not so sure.
What's not to be sure about? Oh, come on. Half the women in this town would cut off their right arm to go away with Mark. I mean, he's just so terrific. Well, I don't have to tell you.
Yeah, he's pretty nice, all right.
That's the understatement of the year.
Ruby, I just don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
Honey, it's perfect. For both of you.
But I've never done this before.
What? Go off with a man who's obviously crazy about you?
I feel funny about it.
What about?
About, what are people going to say?
Well, who cares what they have to say? Oh, well, if it's permission you want, you've got it. And if necessary, I'll shove you out the door myself.
Really? I mean, really, it's okay?
Oh, honey, it's better than okay. It's really wonderful. I mean, it's a perfectly natural, terrific thing to be doing.
But, Ruby, it was supposed to be a secret.
What's to hide?
Well, don't you think we should be a little, more discreet, not so open about this?
What are you afraid of?
I don't know. He's a doctor here, and I...
Yes, I know all of that. Well, you are a perfectly beautiful woman and a very dear woman. And the whole world will applaud his perfect taste.
Ruby, I'm being serious.
So am I. You're to go off with Mark, and you're to have a perfectly super time and tell the whole world about it. Because he's obviously crazy about you, and you're crazy about him. You are, aren't you?
Yes, I'm starting to care very much.
You silly girl.
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Kirk, but we were told we would be able to see the district attorney.
Well, he's busy on another matter. You're going to have to settle for me.
I would prefer...
Look, I can answer any question you might have. I'm very familiar with the Spencer case. Please take a seat.
Ooh, whoa, John, what case? I mean, there's no case, not officially. No indictments have been handed down. No subpoenas have been issued.
That's why we're gathering evidence.
And what does that mean?
Gathering formal complaints from all the investors. Once there's enough evidence, we're going to request the grand jury indict Spencer and the others.
The only other that I am concerned with is Robert Scorpio. Both Luke and Robert have the right to defend themselves.
We couldn't agree more. They'll have plenty chance once the police find them.
Mr. Cook, they didn't steal that money.
There's a lot of evidence to the contrary right now.
You're wrong, and I can prove it.
Oh?
Robert Scorpio called me.
You talked...
Yes, I did. He told me that he was after the investors' money, that he was going to return every penny of it. Now, how is that for evidence?
Too bad you didn't let us know sooner.
What difference does it make? I'm telling you now.
We should have brought it forward before now. You may have just incriminated yourself.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.